Liberal leader Mark Carney has unveiled a laughably out-of-touch plan to pump an extra $150 million into CBC and Radio Canada, ballooning its annual budget to a staggering $1.53 billion. He's pitching this as some noble defense of Canadian identity, a lifeline for local news, and a necessary step against disinformation. Carney even had the balls to claim this would ensure that its future is guided by all Canadians and not subject to the whims of a small group of people led by ideology. So let's look at the numbers. An Angus Reid Institute poll found that 64% of Canadians would consider voting Conservative if it meant defunding the CBC entirely. A McGill University survey showed that 78% want the CBC to continue only if it fixes its glaring flaws. And a One Persuasion poll pegged support for defunding the CBC in some capacity at 61%. As for the CBC's credibility, well, it doesn't fare much better. According to a Reuters Institute report, the CBC's trust score dropped from 71% in 2020 to 63% in 2024. As per a 2023 Spark poll, 40% of Canadians see the CBC as state propaganda for the Liberals. Angus Reid's 2023 survey found that 43% detect a left-leaning bias, with only 25% calling it neutral. In fact, between 40 and 50% of Canadians across multiple polls agree that it lacks political neutrality. Hardly the mark of a trusted public broadcaster. So this isn't some fringe ideology. It's a clear signal from Canadians that the CBC is a bloated, mismanaged mess they're tired of bankrolling. If its future were truly guided by all Canadians, as Carney claims, we'd be cutting its budget and not bolstering it with more taxpayer dollars. But here's why the CBC should infuriate Canadians. This media and broadcasting empire is sitting on $450 million of real estate, including the $313 million Toronto Broadcast Centre, which Poilievre has suggested converting into housing. What's worse, while laying off 141 employees and axing 205 vacant positions in 2024, the CBC somehow found $18 million to dole out in bonuses to management and executives. Over $3.3 million went to 45 executives alone, an average of $73,000 each. So this isn't a pillar of Canadian identity either. It's a gravy train for the well-connected. Your tax dollars are padding portfolios and pockets, not serving the public. Carney's $150 million cash infusion sends a clear message to the CBC and all 85% of the currently government-subsidized mainstream media outlets at a crucial time during a federal election, which is, keep towing the Liberal line and the money will keep flowing. This kind of state-backed media manipulation undermines trusts and insults the intelligence of Canadians. We deserve an independent press, not one bought and paid for by power-hungry politicians using your tax dollars.